How you doing, guys? So, I'm gonna be talking about the season stars thing, whatever's going on. Obviously it came out like a day or two ago. Whenever, I don't know, it wasn't today. But I didn't make a video right away because I was trying to figure out what this is. We haven't had this before. And it was a little confusing. I don't really seem to quite understand what was going on at first, so I wanted to kind of go through it a little bit and figure out what exactly was going on. So these are basically some of like the high points of each team's, well, not each team, but highlight of a couple people's seasons who happen to do really good this year. As you can see, Davante Adams is on this little advertisement here. You got James Carpenter, William Hayes, and Cameron Brate. So it's I don't know. It's not really the greatest thing if you ask me. I mean, the pack is 1 gold or better, season star player, 2 season star items. So we'll get to both of those later. 4 gold or better players, 2 silver better players, 2 bronze or better players. So it's nothing really too special. I don't really recommend getting the pack. Honestly, I'm going to look a little bit more in depth as we're actually doing this stream, so we'll see exactly what's going on in terms of that. I don't really know how much these gold players are going for, or even if these collectibles are sellable or anything like that. So we're going to explore this a little bit together and try and answer some questions. Obviously, we got some low elite players. I don't really know why. They don't really make sense to me. After we got a bunch of really good players in the Super Bowl event, so I don't really know. But yeah, there's live events the same intervals as usual. You play them, and each time you complete the event, you get a season star item. I didn't know what that meant at first. I knew there was gold players, elite players, and collectibles. And we'll go into the sets real quick. And there wasn't really much about this event online before it came out, anything like that. It was kind of just a random thing. It doesn't even have its own specific tab like they've been doing recently. It's just under the weekly thing, so I'm assuming this might be around for a while. Because there's also no end date for it as of right now, and they're also, well, hold on a second. Yeah, some of these, all these upper ones here are repeatable. These, I believe, are just the beginnings of whatever is going to be. I'm assuming there's going to be more players that are better, because I believe Davante, I think all these guys are 95s right now, if I'm not wrong. Which, yeah, that's not too bad. 95 is a pretty good overall for everybody coming out right now. But those are basically a good amount of work to come to. So in these live events, you're basically going to be getting these. Here, and show you some. Get these season star banners. So that was like, okay, whatever, same as normal. Nothing really too different. Then there was the gold players. So normally what happens when you have one of these events, you usually have collectibles and then some sort of trade-in of some sort that would either give you silver players, and the silver players would go to gold, and then gold to elite, and whatever. Or just going from collectible to gold and then gold to elite. This one, I don't really know what's going on. There is no collectible exchange, it seems like. There's just these 4 gold players, and you get a season stars elite. Now, I'm assuming these season stars elites are basically one of the elite players that you need for these sets. So the way I'm looking at this is Madden Mobile Go, enjoy being banned for your attempting to scam. So basically, I believe these guys are in sets. So as you see, if you look at these other sets, Elite Season Star Series 3, 2, and 1. Now, I'm assuming these are put together by sets. So if you look at these, for these elites, you need, I don't even know how to pronounce that player's name, Jaguars players, Yannick, whatever. Yeah, James Carpenter, Steven Nelson, and Sam Bradford. So this is part of one set, and then Quan Alexander also has the same elites. So I believe he's also part of that set 3. Then you got Ben Jones and Ladarius Webb, I believe is part of set 2. Melvin Gordon and Danielle Hunter as a part of set 1. That's how I believe it's going right now. Obviously I haven't got that far, I haven't gotten an elite player yet. How you doing, Cash Money? What's it called? I don't really... Oh, I don't know how I hit that. But, it's very weird. I don't really understand so much as why we are getting these collectibles, and not really much to do with it, because out of me playing for a couple days straight, or whatever, the past 2 days on this live event, I've gotten nothing more than 3 gold players and whatever, the rest are collectibles. That doesn't really matter. But the collectibles don't really go anywhere. They only go in this set. This is the only type of trade-in there is. And at this point, I would only have been able to trade it in 2 times, which would have given me 4 golds, and it would have costed me 6. So at that point, I would have less golds than what I have now. Right now I have 2 in each set. So logistically, that doesn't make sense. I don't really see why you would want to do that unless you have a bunch of duplicates. I have, out of playing every single event so far that they've come out with 38 stamina, I've been playing through these things a lot, and I have not gotten much of this. I don't really know why exactly they have it like this. I'm assuming it's because it's going to be a long-term event, and I'm assuming that's why they put it in the weekly area. I don't know if these players are going to disappear after each week, but it just seems like it's a lot of work to be putting in for these kinds of players when there's a chance that you're not even going to get the golds that you need to finish off these sets, and then you're going to have to trade them in. So, not only that, you would need to complete each of these sets minimum of 4 times in order to be able to get all 4 of the players for one of these elites. If you want to, you have to... If you want to get both of the 2 players that are in that series, what's it called? You are... what's the word? What I was trying to say. You're going to have to do it 8 times minimum. That's if you don't get the duplicate elites. So, I don't really seem to understand this very well. I don't know why they're doing this like this. It doesn't make sense at all. Like I said, if this is a long-term thing, it may be... I guess that kind of keep playing it. You're going to keep getting these gold players. Eventually, you're going to get duplicates. And then eventually, you're working your way towards a 95 overall. But that's another thing. I feel like with how much work this seems you have to put into this event, a 95 overall doesn't really... Honestly, these elite players are going to change. So, you're not going to be able to trade them over between them, I don't believe, if they come out with new ones weekly. I'm assuming it's a weekly thing. It's going to change weekly because it is under the weekly tab, and it's usually at least something... They come out with something new every week when something is in this tab. So, I don't know. That's the only logical explanation I can think of this. I mean, if you guys got anything different, let me know, but I don't know, this thing... I'm going to go check out the prices of these gold players right now because it just doesn't seem very good at all. It doesn't sound reasonable for any of this to be happening. I mean, this is the first time this event has been run. Actually, these aren't even that overpriced. honestly. Well, there are 82s. Let me see if the 82s are more, because they're probably more rare, I'm assuming. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Well, that much for a gold player. Like, seriously? That is ridiculous. I wish I pulled one of these 82s. Just so I can make 30k off of a freaking gold player. I don't even know what to say about this event. Like, who really wants to spend that much on a gold player that's only going to get them a 95 in the end? You're going to get a low elite player, which basically everybody has a good amount of their team stacked with elite players from the past, like 3 events that they've ran in the past, what, month? They've been throwing out events like crazy, throwing out elites like crazy, and then I don't think these 91, what is it, 91, 92 elites are really even worth it after all of the stuff that we've gotten so far. And, like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to make sense to me. I'll check some of the elites. They're probably worth a lot more, honestly. So, going for a couple 100k. A little over 100k about for everything. There's Melvin Gordon. This is one of the masters. 650k. It's nuts, dude. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to see after this week how this goes. How exactly they're planning on making this a weekly event. I mean, as of right now, this event has been going on for 2 days straight. So, as of right now, it's not like any other normal weekly event. It just... I really hope this isn't just like another really crappy event that they're throwing out there just to have more events, because their events this year just have been very underwhelming. And if this is just another thing that they're going to try and make last all season, I would have rather them just bring back flashbacks. That would be so much better. They might still do that, who knows, but as of right now, you got this season star thing, whatever. Unless this is going to be the replacement for the final edition players, I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, we usually have the end of the year final edition players, and they're usually relatively good. They're probably usually 92 and up every other year. Those are like the lowest of the lower, the 92. Like, oh, these are new guys, maybe their first or second season, they just kind of proved themselves this year type of a thing. I hope it's not the replacement for it, because I really don't like this. I mean, this is kind of a quick thought. Obviously, that's why I said I didn't make this video very quickly, because I didn't really understand what the heck they were trying to do with this event, and it's just not exciting. I don't really see anything good about it. I mean, I don't really want to put in that much work trying to find 4 specific gold players just to have to find 4 specific elite players that aren't even good, that I probably wouldn't be able to fit on most of my team, and then get a 95 overall. I mean, it should be higher, honestly. At least 90, probably around 97. Unless they're working their way up to that with other players. I can guarantee you none of these players deserve to be 97 overall. Yeah, maybe Melvin Gordon, he had a really good year. And maybe Webb. But either way, it just is a little too off for me. How you doing, Nathaniel? I mean, I like the Ultimate Legends that they came out with the other day. it definitely seemed really cool. I like what they're doing with the sets and stuff like that. I think that was a good step. But these these season stars, it just seems very, very weird. And I'm not really sure how to take it. Obviously, right now I'm kind of ranting about it. It's only been the second day, so I don't really know exactly what to expect of it at this point. This is the first time they've done it. But I'm going to try and keep going with it, and obviously I'll let you guys know later on how I feel about it. For the most part, it's just, I'm going to play a little bit while I'm talking. It's just something so different compared to what they do normally. The fact that the collectibles have no real exchange unless you pair them with gold players, and the gold players aren't even that easy to get, considering I've been playing for the past 2 days and have only gotten 6. The fact that you can only get those gold players through live events, so I don't know, it just seems so unlikely that you're going to get these players unless you either buy them or, I don't know, something. My stamina on each of these live events, and the fact that I've only gotten, like, I'm almost at the point where I've filled up every single, single set with the collectibles without, okay, output is low, whatever, without even coming close to completing one of the sets. So I don't really know what's going on there. Sorry, my thing's acting up a little bit. If you guys are getting bad signal, let me know. Am I doing giveaways? Actually, that's actually a good point to bring up. Thanks, Nathaniel. So, due to some recent ideas that have been brought to me, I'm probably going to start doing giveaways within probably the next couple weeks, I think. I'm going to have to test out a couple things and see if I can get some guys to give away. Honestly, if I have some people on my server, I have some players I could give away. I got a bunch of elites I can give away. So we could do that. But I could give away some packs at some point. But it'll happen in the near future. I've been trying to do it for a while with all the live events that were, all the new live events and promos that have been coming out. It's been kind of busy and hard to do. But thank you for reminding me. I was going to say that this episode too. But yeah, those will be coming soon. Okay, what else do we got? I'm on server 3, I believe. If it's not going to be cards, I could just send packs to people. Or I could give whatever coins, whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm going to be hopefully coming into some coins soon. And we'll see what happens, because I got a bunch of things I can sell and give away and stuff like that. So we'll try and figure it out. I definitely want to start giving back to people, because that's one of the main things I've been trying to work on the past month or so. Oh, sweet, you're on server 3. So that means you can join in some card giveaways at some point. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but this season stars is definitely weird. I don't know what to think of it, honestly. There's not really much gameplay. I was gonna do some gameplay, but I mean, it's not really worth it. Season stars isn't even open. Not like it's any different though than any of the other stuff that's out there. Oops, I did not want to do that. It wouldn't have really mattered anyway. The only thing I would have showed you is how little gold players I got. I did, what was it, probably like an hour or two ago, whenever the last live event was out, I did all 38 stamina worth of that live event, and I got 0 gold players during it. It's just taking so long to get these. It just feels like if I've gotten these 6 over the past 2, look, actually, let's just put it this way too. I'm lucky I have not gotten a duplicate gold yet. So at this point, I'm starting to expect that I'll probably get that. It's ridiculous. It doesn't seem good at all. Yeah, exactly. The packs are trash. Like, it's not worth it. I mean, unless you pull an 82, that's not too bad, I guess. Obviously, those are a little bit more rarer, and people are selling them for like 20 to 30K right now. I mean, either way, it's not worth 50K. Honestly, I'd rather just buy the 82 at that point. Buy two 82s. It's not worth it. Exactly, they want you to waste coins. And I mean, just the packs in general, I think the 91 players you get out of it are very underwhelming. 91 and 92 overall. Honestly, who really needs a 92 quarterback right now? A lot of the people either have like Brady or the free Brady, which is better than this 92 Bradford for what I'm seeing. And just some of these just don't really make sense to me, honestly. And even the 95 overalls, they're not really that great to be wasting all your time on. I'd rather just rely on my pack luck at this point for a little while, because I don't think I really feel like grinding one event over and over and over again. We've been doing that for what, a whole month now, with all these events coming out, with all the playoff stuff and the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl. And I mean, yeah, I'll show you my team. And Team of the Year, I even forgot about that. That's how crappy it was. What else has been out lately? I think that's basically it. Got all the player ups and stuff. But like, as you can see, like, most of my team is filled with, at least like a quarter to a half of my team is filled with Super Bowl players. I got a couple of Pro Bowl players. I also have the MVP Tom Brady. I just don't have him in right now. And I got the Legend Brewski recently. So it's like all this new stuff has come out. They got pretty high overall players. I don't really see the point in having all this stuff that's like, I don't know. This promo that's out, it just doesn't make sense to me at all. Yeah, I like my team. Honestly, I haven't spent any money on this game, so for not spending money, I think it's come out pretty good so far. I mean, I love my offense. That's all you really need in this game. Well, depends. Obviously, for my league, I need a good defense, but honestly, it's like wide receivers in this game, it's crazy how many we have gotten that are so good. Like, there's Herman Moore, there's Deion Sanders out there that I didn't end up getting. You got this Julio Jones. This Mike Wallace, which a lot of people got in their in the Super Bowl events. How you doing, Madden Grind? We got so many wide receivers this year. It's kind of overwhelming at that point. Like, I would have loved a good cornerback. Would have been pretty sweet. Or even a line. Well, we got the Luke Kuechly and Von Miller. I haven't gotten Von Miller yet. What's it called? Honestly, it's just kind of crazy how many wide receivers we gotten. But overall, I mean, this promo in general, like, what do we have right now in terms of positions that they're giving out? Do I have an Instagram? Unfortunately, I don't have an Instagram yet. That's another thing that's on my to-do agenda in the future, I guess. So let's see what positions we got. We got another wide receiver in Davante Adams. I believe a linebacker in Alexander, middle linebacker. Got a center. Center's not bad. We got a safety. Okay, that's not too bad. Halfback. We've got enough halfbacks that came out so far. And a defensive end. Okay, so at least we kind of get a little bit different positions. We've still got a wide receiver and a halfback. We've gotten a lot of good halfbacks from a lot of different things. As you can see, I got Devontae Freeman here. This Le'Veon Bell, basically everybody got for free. This Tavon Austin is amazing. I literally just switched him out for Devontae Freeman a couple days ago. This Matt Forte I had up until I got the Tavon Austin. So it's like, we've gotten so many good halfbacks. There's other ones that have come out that are 87 overall. We got the little Sean McCoy from the player ups at one point. I had another running back. I don't remember who it was, but I tried selling him, or I did sell him. Let me see if I still have him on my auction block just sitting there. But there's that LaShawn McCoy. But I guess that was it. But either way, like, we've gotten a lot of good. Even quarterbacks have gotten really overwhelming. This Brett Favre is absolutely amazing. And then there's Tom Brady, who's also really good, but he doesn't have the +2 strength, which kind of messes up my team. I believe it brings it down to a 94. Yeah, it does bring it down to a 94. And I'd gladly use Brady, honestly. But I mean, if it's going to hurt the rest of my team, literally, like it's going to make the strength of the rest of my team worse, it's not really worth it. I'd rather do that. I'm not really sure what they're going to come out in terms of the next promo. Once it gets to the off season, it's a little sketchy with things. I'm hoping they bring back the flashback players. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do, considering they stopped it for a majority of the season. They brought in new live events this year, so I'm assuming that's why they got rid of flashback events, because it was just getting to be too much to go on in 1 week. They didn't want to have multiple things in one day, and that would have been a weekly basis, so it was getting to be a little bit too much. That's what I'm thinking they're going to bring back, at least. Hopefully, at least. I really liked the flashback players last year. I don't really know so much about them this year, if they're coming back with them number 1, number 2. I didn't really like them in the beginning, and I don't really like how they did it before. Do I have any filters? Honestly, I'll give you guys a filter right now. Let me see if it still works, honestly, because I haven't used it in like a week. Or maybe 2 weeks. So, this is what I used to do. Honestly, this was just for sniping elites. I used to buy and sell them for about... It's in one of my older videos. I have a couple of them. It was elites and basically anything under 10K. Oh, I didn't put players. And what I would do... Oh, there's gotten a lot more now. What are these going for? So I guess it's under 9K now, maybe. Even less, actually. So I guess it's now 8K, which is pretty sweet. I would do that and probably sell them for around 15K. You're going to slowly make coins with that. Make some snipes every 5 minutes they come out. Don't get that Chris Hogan that you will not get much money for. But yeah, you can get a good amount of players from here. What else do I usually use? A lot of the filters don't really work anymore, in terms of a lot of the promos are kind of gone. If you want something for the weekend, honestly, so obviously when the Legends come out, what's it called? When the Legends come out, everybody ends up getting a lot of the Legend collectibles. So what you're gonna do, you can't do this now because they're gonna be up in price. But if you want more recent ones, if you want to go back maybe like 3 Legends from whatever we're at that point, you can usually get them for a little under 10K. See, these are a lot older ones, so they're not really that big of a deal. Nobody really wants these. But if you do this around, I believe, what was it? Legends is Saturday. If you do them like late Saturday night or Sunday morning, these Legend collectibles are super low priced. That's how I got my Teddy Bruschi. I bought all of his collectibles for about a total of, 6 collectibles. I bought them for probably about no more than 6K. And then I had the elite trophies already from packs. So I basically spent no money on that at all. So if you do that Saturday night into Sunday night, it's really good. If you want to do the much lower ones, like the older ones on Saturday or Sunday, you can go for about 2,000, I'd say. And you're going to find a lot of them that are about 2,000 or less. You're not going to find them now, like I said, because it's the middle of the week. I mean, mostly because when the Legends event is out, people are pulling Legends collectibles like crazy. So that's why they go down in price. Right now they're up again because everybody was buying them up. What other filters do I got? A lot of them have kind of ended with the with the promos, honestly. There's not really much to do right now. I mean, I come up with new ones every couple weeks, depending on what's coming out. There were a bunch of them the past month or two because we had all these other things. There's not really much to do with the honors. There's not much to do with Super Bowl. Whoops. Yeah, there's not, honestly, I mean, your best bet is to just go low on the elites at this point and try and sell them for more. I mean, you just saw somebody sell Vic for 110 coins. Did I miss that? I gotta check that again. What's it called? I don't know. That's up there. I don't know what you're talking about then. But for the most part, I mean, that's all that's really out there right now that's actually worth it in terms of filters. I mean, I come out with them pretty often. If you subscribe to my channel, I'll come out with them as often as possible. I'm not like some of the other streamers that kind of like bribe you into likes and shit like that in order to give it to you. I just give it to them as I find them because I'd rather help everybody out. But it was yesterday. Okay. But yeah, for the most part, I mean, right now, I mean, I could try and find one for, wow, that Frank Gore just went and I didn't. Dang, that really sucks. I was literally just in this and that Frank Gore was not there. Oh well. I could try and find one for these season stars right now and see how you doing, NJR, and thanks for the subscription, man. I'm gonna try. Let me see right now if I can find something for these elite players, for these gold players. Okay. So these you could probably. That's annoying. These you could probably go for maybe 3 for some snipes. Yeah. Probably around 3. These will probably update every 5 minutes or so. You could probably get a good amount from those. You actually got an elite in here, which is pretty sweet. Oh, that's the one we saw before. I mean, the chances of you getting the 101... Here's a good tip, honestly, for when you're trying to do filters. Filter out anything. If you're going for relatively over 1,000 coins, start it at 1,000. It'll save you trouble. It'll take away the space that all the bots are going to take because they snag those up as soon as possible, anything under 1,000. So it's not worth it. There's no reason to keep it in. So honestly, at this point, from what it looks like, if you search for under 3,000, you're going to get some of the 81s. I'll check for the 82s real quick. So let's see. Let's post up filters, but that's okay. I just want to do gold players for now. Let's see. Okay, so 82's going for. These are going for a pretty good amount. I don't really know why, honestly. It doesn't really make sense to me. There were a lot more before, honestly. I don't know for the people that were watching before if you saw, but they were going for like, yeah, this is more what they were going for, like 20s. 20 and above, basically, is what they're going for. These are actually pretty low, so if you want to snag those real quick, try and get on those. But I'll see if I can find something here real quick for some snipes. You can get a couple here at 15, but we'll go at even lower. 12. Probably going to be a little low. Actually, no, this is about perfect. So, actually a little bit... Oh, I didn't want to hit sell. So, if you want to go for those 82s, what it seems like is you're going to want to go to 1,300. For this one, I'd probably take out anywhere below 5,000 because it's going to filter out all the BS that you're going to be getting. So this way you only have a little bit of a page to surf through, and it's not really that big of a deal. And you can snipe these. I'm sure they'll come up every 5 minutes like they do every other one. Oops, I didn't want to hit that. But yeah, for the most part, I think that's what I can really get out of filters right now. For anybody that may want to use those. But in general, just this season, whatever, season stars players, I don't like it. I don't really know how you guys feel about it, but I don't know. Can I buy your player? Depends on the player, honestly. And also if I'm going to be getting more coins soon, because hopefully that'll happen. I don't buy coins, so I'm going to try and come into some money soon. I'm going to need to try and work a little bit on some sniping and see how much I could get up. You guys can check some of my older videos. I'm pretty good at getting money pretty quickly if I need it. I mean, you just kind of work the auction house a little bit, and then it'll work. But, I mean, I brought myself up from like 20K to about 200K in like a day. So it depends on what's going on, honestly. You just kind of watch for the opportunities. And I mean, if you want to, you can try and get some of these 82 season star players and try selling them for 20K. If you could do that, then wouldn't be too bad. This thing is really annoying popping up by itself. I wish I could change that. If you could sell those 82 overalls for like 20K, then that's not too bad. If you're not looking for these players, you can make money off of that. If you get some of these elites, you could sell them for more. Because honestly, I feel like I'm not going for them. I don't really need these elites in most of these categories, or in most of these positions, so it doesn't really matter. Keep on selling my elites. Honestly, I've been trying to sell some of my elites. I have some of them in the auction house right now, just sitting there. I had them for a while. These are some of the base elites, so they're not really good. But I'm just trying to sell them for about 50 to 100K right now, and they're not taken. But I had almost 200K the other day, but I spent money on the Super Bowl and opening packs and stuff, so there's not really much more in the money department right now. But I'll get it up in a couple days. You guys will see in the future. But for the most part, I mean, unless you guys want me to do something else, I don't really have much else for you in terms of the season stars. Like I said, I don't really like it very much. I don't think it's worth it. If you guys want to spend your time on it, I mean, I probably will, just for the sake of, you know, doing it, because there's not really much else going on. How you doing, Savage Panther? I mean, if there's other stuff coming out, then I'll probably do those instead of this season stars, because it just doesn't seem worth it at all. I don't think it's worth me grinding these events over and over again. You got 134 coins, man. That's a little low there. You gotta start getting some of these elites and these gold players so you can sell them real quick. Even honestly, at what you're at right now, if you get any of these 81s, you might as well just sell them. But honestly, I don't really see what else there is to do. More advice if you don't have coins, definitely do these post-game things. Especially in the off season, you're gonna get 2,500 coins. That doesn't sound like much, but it adds up. And then, honestly, I've gotten a pretty good amount of things in the packs that come from these, so it's not really too bad. So you got 91 offense, 90 defense, 89 speed. That's pretty good. I think, what am I at right now? 95, 91, 87. I don't even know how this is an 87. Oh, I forgot I got Pat McAfee. Okay, that makes sense. When is my next live stream? I'll probably have one. Let's see. That's a tough one, actually. I usually try to have them daily. Honestly, let's see, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, I'll probably have a couple more of them I'll probably have at least one more in the next few days before the weekend. It's going to be a little bit more slow now. I'll try and do some like pack openings and things like that to fill the gaps, because we don't have all these promos going on. With all the promos going on, I was coming out with videos at least every other day minimum. So honestly, just keep on the lookout, and I'm usually streaming between like 6 and 10 at some points. Yeah, my offense is pretty sweet. I really like it. The only person I actually bought, well, besides buying the stuff for Julio Jones, and Favre and more, the only person I have, what's it called? I bought this dude by accident a long time ago when I was trying to snipe players and my thing got messed up. But yeah, if you join my league, can I send you season star pack? Honestly, dude, I wouldn't send you a season star pack strictly for the fact that I don't think they're worth it. You're not gonna get anything out of it. Like, you're better off just buying a gold player off of the auction house. It's not worth it at all. When is my live stream? Yeah, whenever I make a video, it's literally a lot. It's 90% of the time it's a live stream, and I just keep it. I don't edit my videos because I'm still in college, so I don't really have time for that. I got a lot of other stuff to do, so I'll change that in a year. But what's it called? Speaking of pro pack openings, that's something I want to do. It's in the recent future. If I come into some coins, I'm gonna do a pro pack opening sometime soon, because it is coming to the off season, like I said, and it's gonna get a little slow in terms of live events and promos and stuff. So I'm gonna try and do more pack openings and things like that. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna start doing giveaways too in the near future. So keep an eye out on that. Whether it's I got some elite players here I can give away to people that are in my servers. I can get packs, I can give coins. So we'll see what we got in the future. How did I get Julio? I just kept grinding live events, dude. That was honestly, I was down, I think, 2 elites once it got to the end, and it was literally, I kid you not, probably 20 to 30 minutes before the Team of the Year promo ended, and I got the last 2 on bidding. So I wasn't even buying them, doing the buy now. I was bidding, and I got them really cheap, and that's why I was down to 20k coins, because I bid on all those players, but I got them literally on the last one. If your guys are on a different server, that's a hard thing to do. I don't really know how people end up doing that, actually, if they're on a different server. I mean, packs and things like that, that's no big deal. I could just, like, make a weird league and just send you guys packs. That's no big deal. But, and coins, obviously, that's a little hard if you're not on the same server either, but we'll figure it out, honestly. I've only started streaming in the past, like, month and a half. Slowly growing, but hopefully things will start picking up. So, especially with this season kind of getting slower, once everything kind of, like, starts slowing down, I'll probably throw in a little bit more NBA live streaming, too, because I also play that, too. I'll throw them into my live stream so they get a little bit more time to them, because it's not really fun when there's not really anything going around just to sit and talk for a while. But let's see. I could sell my bench elites for coins. It's just what I was trying to do is I don't have the MVP sets yet. I have not concentrated on them at all. So that was my next objective. I have most of the players for them. I just need the gold, the elites, and the elite trophies. So that's basically my next thing. That's why I haven't sold most of my elites yet. My next Madden stream, basically every one of my streams is a Madden stream. I think only like one or two of my videos were not Madden streams in the beginning, but for the most part, I can guarantee you every single stream is gonna have Madden in it. So it was just me using NBA as like a little bit of a filler thing, just to kind of see what's going on. But otherwise, I don't know. There's not really much going on for the most part. Thank you guys for watching. This is one of the bigger streams I've had in a while. Oh, thanks, man. For all 4 of your accounts, that's pretty cool. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'll definitely try and keep things going. If you guys got suggestions for videos I can make, I'll gladly take them into account. What's it called? Oh, the 99 Brady, man. I got that. He's pretty sweet. Honestly, he's not as good as Favre, though. That is something I'm not happy about. If he had that, he's a little bit better in terms of overall, but his deep throwing is not good, which is really important in a lot of people's game plans. So I don't know how. I don't really throw much, so that doesn't really matter to me. But Favre gives you +2 strength, and that's the biggest thing. If I put Brady in right now, it brings my offense down to a 94 overall. It brings down all my strength. So we'll see. My next live stream, honestly, I don't know what event's out tomorrow. If there's anything good, I will live stream it. If not tomorrow, then probably Thursday. But usually my streams are, usually my stream will be no earlier than 8 p.m. So, I mean, just keep your notifications on and it'll pop up for you. For the most part, I believe. I try to stream as much as possible, though. What else do we got going on here? I don't think we got much else. Honestly, I would have such a better defense if I could just get Von Miller. Like, you don't even know how close I've been for how long. I've been on these domination sets for... I don't even know where it is, because I haven't even had to access it. And I don't even know how long. Is it in here? It's in players, isn't it? Because I skipped it. Whoops. 9. Oh, no, actually, 2 going on 3 months. And I've had 9 offense. Thanks so much just to get this Von Miller. And I just can't get it. I don't know what's going on. I've tried so much, and it just won't give me that last collectible. Luckily, I got Luke Kuechly pretty early, but yeah, I do go to college. This is my last year, so I'll be done with that soon. That way I'll be able to start like editing my videos and doing all these things that regular streamers do that actually have time to do this stuff. But sell my team for college funds? I mean, I got a pretty sweet team. I don't know how much it would go for in real life. I'd have to check that, so that might be a possibility. But, yeah, I mean, I try to stream as much as possible with school, honestly. It's not really that big of a deal. It doesn't really get in the way. It just gets in the way of me editing videos. But that's not too big of a deal. I mean, who really cares that much about the editing? Most people aren't going to watch this entire stream anyway after I post it, so it's not that big of a deal. So, best way to spend $1 million for profit? If you're trying to make more money off of $1 million, honestly, let's see. Let's go to the auction block real quick. So you're going to want to try and get, obviously... Yeah, I'd probably get like 15 bucks, honestly. For 1 mil, the best way to make your return on investment is probably at this point, since we got these season stars coming out, is to basically get some snipes on these season stars. Actually, no, not even. Don't even listen to that. Go for these ultimate legends. If you can get a good snipe on the elite ultimate legends, and then sell them again, honestly, you're going to get so much out of it. What's it called? Sorry about that. So honestly, these will be your best return on investment. They're so much money, but a lot of the times you can find them pretty cheap. And even if you slowly build up to one of these, like if you see this is 1,000,000 coins. I can guarantee you that if you bought the rest of the components for the set and then got one of these players and it sold, you're gonna make much more money than what you spent on it. It's just, that's your best option right now. A good snipe, it depends on the player since there's so many elites right now out for this. If you're going for the lower ones, you could lower elites for probably about 15k. No. Oh no, sorry, I meant 25. Let's just see. If it wants to load, you know. Doesn't seem to want to do that. Oh, that's why. No, maybe it's about 20k. I guess it's gone down the past couple days. But honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're trying to do sniping, do not use your bid now. Start bidding. You're going to have to spend some time on it, and that's the only way you're really going to get good players for really cheap. I mean, sometimes, yeah, you can snipe some players, but for when it comes to elite, besides the filter I used before, for really low elites, that's the only time you're going to be able to snipe them, honestly, because these bots are ridiculous. So probably around 20k for these lower elites. You could probably do around 50 for the upper ones. And then at that point, if you end up selling it for a mil, then you'll be good for the most part. What's it called? I don't think you want to do that, just saying. Definitely don't do that. But and also 20k is not very much. But definitely don't snag other people's accounts like that. It's not worth it, I can guarantee that much. But yeah, for the most part, there's not really much else going on. Hopefully the next couple days I'll be getting some coins. We'll see what happens. I don't buy coins, so it's not really gonna be like, oh look, I have 1,000,000 coins all of a sudden because I bought them. Hopefully I'll be able to get a couple 100,000 just from selling things, buying and selling things. That's all I'm really gonna be doing for the next couple days. I would honestly live stream that, but I can guarantee you it would probably take longer than the 50 minutes that the stream even was, and this was kind of long. This is probably my longest stream in a while, but it just seems like I'm gonna try and do some sniping, sell some things, and for the most part, I think that's really it. That's the only really way I'm gonna make back my money. These shining, like I said, these season stars, don't worry about them. In my opinion, they're garbage. Don't try too hard on them or whatever. Why is my computer being weird as hell? Oh yeah, I definitely gotta save my coins for my college funds, you know. What is going on? Things like refreshing itself, that doesn't make sense. I guess I'm gonna have to end it here. I don't know if the stream is really laggy for you guys right now, but for me it's like going crazy, and it's like I'm getting messages late and like let's see. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna end it here. Unfortunately, things are getting really weird. It's not even showing me moving the screen right now, so I don't know what's going on. I mean, I want to thank you guys for watching. It's for some reason not working at all, but I guess that's basically it. I was originally just going to talk about these shining or these season star things, but we went into a lot more things like filters and stuff, so I'll add that into the title real quick. But I just want to thank you guys for watching. It was definitely
pretty long stream, and
if you guys liked it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever. I'll be on at least a couple times a week streaming. I don't really post up regular videos. I usually always stream, so if you guys liked it, subscribe and watch in the future. And so I will catch you guys later. Thank you for watching again.